It is hard because if you tell anybody I'm Hispanic and I have beliefs in Trump, automatically you're racist. Automatically
you're not Mexican. You're not Hispanic anymore.
You don't have the beliefs that the Hispanic.
Why would my favorite? Why would you want to vote for somebody who's gonna make all your family get deported? Okay,
I can
first,
say that.
that's like the number one thing I hear. Okay, so first of all, I'm a Mexican American. Okay.
Yes,
You're not. My family's gonna get deported.
I get a lot of pushback because I support this president. How could I be a Hispanic or Latina or Mexican American and support a president that hates Mexicans? But it just isn't true. He doesn't hate Mexicans. We just need law and order. They feel that I am a racist now and that I am a racist against my own heritage because I want a wall. But it's not that. I love my heritage. Like we'd be having the tortillas, stepdad will be smoking some ribs. So I have my oldest daughter, Mariah Renee. I have my second beautiful daughter, Crescinda Marie, and my beautiful baby, Rihanna Lynn. I've got my husband, Carlos, and this is my soon-to-be daughter-in-law. Her name is Marina. And you girls never followed politics?
No.
Never?
No. I just don't get into it because people are so mean.
I actually did
When she got to meet Vice President Pence, when Vice President Pence was here, yes, and have pictures with her. USMCA.
I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, but when the oil field was booming, I did not have to worry. Right now I have my house payment, my car payment, car insurance, and I have daycare.
Most of the jobs here are, $9-10 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
With the housing and stuff being $700, $800, $900, $1,000 a month. It's really difficult. How are you expected to make a living off of that? Thank God for the southern part of New Mexico because we are very, very Republican down here. And it's nice that we support each other when it comes to our beliefs. Of course, there's very few that don't, agree with us and they'll backlash just like anybody else. But majority of the time, it's nice because,
the community is strong about being a Republican here. In the south of New Mexico. In the oil gas industry, Trump has brought positivity. He has brought in more drilling here. He is working hard to make sure that it is USA drilling because that means more job, more opportunities, more flow, and to be self-sustained. So that's why I personally like working in the oil field industry because of that, because we do matter here.
And like right here, some of the oil fields, they were able to build a little bit. This is new actually, the Artesia Aquatic Center. That's new, which is pretty cool. And then we really just got a Starbucks. I'm still in awe that we have a Starbucks, but we just got that. So right now we are heading to is what we call Snake Alley. When I was raising my girls, I was always looking for just odd jobs. It was really hard. This house right here, actually, I used to be their house cleaner. That house right there. I used to also be their house cleaner. I was working 2 jobs and I would clean their house. They paid me pretty good to clean their house. And so that's how I made, things in Trump. Trump Pence everywhere, guys. Promises made, promises kept. You know, when you're from a small rural town like Artesia, New Mexico, you know, a lot of us didn't finish school. A lot of us here get our GEDs, but the opportunities aren't really there. And even till today, trying to go to college, you have to travel. You have to go out of, you know, to either like Carlsbad or maybe Roswell or even to Albuquerque. I had my oldest at 19, and it was a struggle. We raised our girls in a small, you know, trailer home, and I didn't want them growing up that way. We have a really bad drug problem in New Mexico. Meth has taken many lives. Meth has taken many of our family members, maybe not physically away from us, but away from us. And so when you're known as New Mexico, it's, you know, that's not what we want to be known for. We're last in everything. New Mexico is, in my opinion, the forgotten state.
Family lives here. Our grandparents, our aunts, or uncles. This is where we grew up. This is where we spent most of our childhood memories, and this is where we became us.
Yeah, my uncle lives here, and then next to us we had our other two uncles living there, and then down the street, tias, and then grandparents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get really emotional. It's been decades since I've been here, and it's really emotional to see the place where I wanted to run away from. And I wanted better for my kids. I wanted them to have better. I didn't want them to be raised in, trailer homes. I wanted them to have opportunities. I wanted them to have options, and I wanted them to grow up happy because I knew I wasn't happy here. And it's hard. It's hard to see it. All the memories come back. I remember sitting outside sometimes and crying, like, I don't want to be here. There's got to be more. We need to fix what's going on in our own backyard before we can bring in, those that we're going to have to help because they're coming as refugees, many of them. The ones that come here and they get in line and they do the system, we're so proud of you all. We welcome you all. We're proud to have you as an American. But when we just allow anybody to come in, when President Trump says we don't know who's coming in, well, he's right. I believe that we need to make it better. We need to make it easier so those that do want to come here legally and join and do the process right, they should be able to. I am hearing that it's hard, and I don't think it should be. It should change. You have to do it the right way. We must follow the laws. And if you don't follow the laws, you're going to be sent back. To me, I don't care who pays for it. I don't care if we pay for it. We want that wall. And those of us that have suffered by the border, those of us that have seen it, want a wall.
I'm Mexican American, so it's a little bit shocking to see how many Mexican Americans are actually for Trump. It's like, I don't know how else to put it, but it's kind of like a cult, and they just follow him. I guess the last 10 years there's been kind of a anti-immigrant thing. I don't really know how that got started, but I feel it. On social media, even my friends that are Trump supporters, I see a big shift in the way they are acting. Even people at the store, they shouldn't be here, they should go back. They're carrying diseases, they're drained on the economy. So there's a lot of negative rhetoric that these people are pushing, and they believe it. It's unfortunate, We helped so many immigrants, good people. I really believe that most of the immigrants that are coming across the border, the undocumented, are really, really good Christian people. I don't think that the drug problem here is because of the proximity to the border. It's a problem that we have in our community, and it's a scourge, but in my opinion, it's not something that's because of the proximity to the border. Undocumented immigrants don't hurt this area, they add to it. Well, I used to be a Republican. My dad was on the city council and ran for county commissioner. And when I moved over here to Artesia, I saw the big difference in the way, not only the way people were treated, but also quite a bit of prejudice. I'm a registered Democrat and I work for Democrats, and I try to get as much vote for Democrats as I possibly can in Eddy County. I think that there will be a limited success for people that are trying to turn New Mexico red. There aren't very many Democrats that are going to turn toward the Republican side. There are a few though, and I think it's mainly because they believe the rhetoric that, that Trump puts out, that they're invading, they're gonna move into your suburbs, and people are afraid. This fear-mongering works on some people.
Why do we keep falling in the same rabbit hole? Why do we keep going down the same street? Why don't we walk around the rabbit hole and go down the right street?
We have an opportunity here in New Mexico to vote those lawmakers out who refuse to listen to the voice of New Mexico.
I support Hispanics for Trump because Trump has made it known that he cares for us minorities.
The Democrats want to completely annihilate New Mexico's economy. Crude oil production in New Mexico has more than doubled and going up a lot higher very quickly. Yesterday marked the beginning of the Hispanic Heritage Month. Who's Hispanic here? We will campaign for every vote, and we will win the great state of New Mexico in 2020.
Hey everyone, Issa here. Thank you for checking out the NBCLX YouTube channel. To watch more videos, click here, and be sure to click the subscribe button here and join the NBCLX community.